Yeah, we are not able to hear you.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much. And I'm really sorry there was some technical issue. So, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining this call. So, today, as ma'am mentioned, we will discuss on the data privacy and data security. So, I'll just quickly share my screen and we'll start. I hope you guys enjoyed your last session about introduction of cybersecurity. I'm just sharing it. Just a moment. Okay. So today we will be discussing about the privacy and the security in the technology. So so let me move on to this slide. So why actually we are discussing about the privacy? Why this word is floating very much in today's everywhere. Whenever we open our Facebook, WhatsApp, they'll say these are the WhatsApp privacy policy, Facebook privacy policy. Everybody is talking about the privacy. Why this data is floating? So the answer is because we are living in the era where everything we want to share on the internet, what we are eating, what we are wearing, where we went to, how many places we have visited, and what we are doing currently, who is blessed with the baby boy, baby girl, and what is happening in our family, and we are sharing our data limitlessly. There is no limit, and actually knowingly and unknowingly we do not know where to put a full stop and where to we have to stop and say, okay, this is enough, beyond that I should not share anything. So, and we forgot where is the privacy. And when we are in digital world, our data is getting shared, not in our not even in our community or in our area. It is going beyond our limit, and everybody from the other corner of the world, people can access our information. So we will discuss more in the privacy going forward. So first we'll discuss about the history of data privacy. So because we are living in digital world, that is why we would like to discuss on the privacy. No, earlier also we have the data privacy where people talked about it. If I'll go the example with the Bible, where when Adam and Eve, they had a fruit from the magic tree, they started feeling shy and they started covering their body. So that talks about the bodily privacy. And then we have one column in Quran also, where they'll say everybody has right to pray, whether they want to pray publicly or in a closed environment. That is their choice and that is their privacy. Then the urbanization happened. We started living in a society, villages, cities, and there people used to started gossiping about your personal stuff. What is gossiping? You'll talk about somebody's personal stuff, their personal life, what is going in their life, what their kids are doing, what their husband and wife is doing, and what is happening in their family, where they have joined, where they are doing job, everything. And earlier we had one neem tree. Below that, people used to sit and used to gossip where their kids are going, what they are doing. So this is what happened. But during that time, the scope was very limited. There were only limited people. They were talking about your personal information. But when things started like newspapers and the photography, so when the photojournalism started in 1819, the Warren and Brandeis, these were the two people. They talked about the privacy. There should be a right to be left alone. Why people without our consent or without our permission, they are posting our personal picture, they are writing about ourselves. There is no limitation on it. So first they spoke about it in US. That was in 1819. That at that time they realized, oh, we must talk about the privacy, and we should consider it as a right, human right to all of us. But Indian government, they took their own sweet time, and 1962 they came up with the right to privacy in under Article 21. So this was the landmark case, Kharak Singh versus State of UP, where Indian government has introduced right to privacy. So what happened in this case? The Kharak Singh, he was a dacoit in UP. There was one blaze. So whenever any robbery was happening in that area, police used to go to his house, knock his house, whether it is 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. They used to check him. Whether it is morning, evening, whenever any crime happens, they'll check Kharak Singh house. Then he filed a PIL or a case saying that I do not feel comfortable. I do not have right. They are breaching my right also, and I want my right to privacy. So then Constitution realized, okay, we should talk about it, and then this was the is in India, when we uh, 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 came up with the right to privacy. And then moving on we discussed about the history, we discussed how it came, or so individual. There's no fixed regulatory the dot how, but for you that is not personal. Me, my name, but on Facebook, so that is not personal. I live in Mangalore. That elf is publicly available. Adult movies really show their body to everyone, your personal images to anyone. That is not personal. Their bodies as a data privacy. So topics: data privacy and data privacy. More of it. Okay, might have a code of conduct, belongs to the organization or the school or colleges, and you cannot share to the other party. So when we talks about the data privacy, this is like the governing how your data is getting collected, processed, used, or stored. So whenever you will download any application or you will opt for any services, they'll give you one pop-up called terms and condition. We will never read it. We'll say 10 or 12 pages or more than that, and number of pages are there. Who will read it? I'll just click on I agree and go ahead. We never read it, how it is happening. I'll show you where it is leading actually when you are not reading the terms and conditions. So this is about the data privacy and data security. Whatever information is being collected, processed, and used, how we are protecting that information from internal or external attackers, and what all controls we are implementing, like we are implementing firewalls, CCTV cameras, access controls. So all these stuff is come under the data security. So these are the two terms, do not get confused with it. Now moving on to the other topic from this is data classification. So every information has their value. Okay, when we are talking about putting the controls, if anything
Yeah, I think this speaker's idea disconnected. Just a moment, participants.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, we can hear you. Yeah. So it's breaking your voice. We're not able to hear properly. Ms. Kirti, we're not able to hear you. I think your screen is frozen. Ms. Kirti, we're not able to hear you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm just
Yes.
connecting again. I don't know what happens.
Yeah,
The
we can hear you now.
Yeah. Just a moment. I'll join from my mobile, but I'm joining by laptop also.
Okay.
Just a moment. I'll share my screen. Okay, so we were discussing about the data classification. So each and every information has its own value. And when we are talking about the data security, we will put controls under it. on the information. So when we put controls, we should define the level of data. So I'm just giving you some example, and it is very much generic. It depends on the organization to organization how they want to portray their classification of the information. So when we are talking about the restricted or protected health information, okay, so this is the one classification of the restricted information. Then we have the sensitive information. In restricted information, they have put your healthcare information, and in sensitive category, it is like the intellectual property right. Some organizations, they have their own trade secrets, like the Bikaner Bhujia. You might have heard they mix some amount of sand into their bhujia save, and so that is their trade secrets, and they do not want to disclose to anyone, so they put some type of control. They will not share with anyone. Okay, and then we have the internal information like your business records and email. These are these few examples. If any organization, they are developing, they are into research and development, and they are developing any kind of software, and they have their secrets over there, they can put this IPR information into restricted also. So it is very much generic. I'm just sharing it, and it depends on organization to organization, but each and every information has its own value. And then public information, it means it is publicly available, and we do not need to put any control or any security over here. For internal information, you might have share something faculties which share with each other related to subject, but they will not share that information with their students. Suppose you are preparing for any exam or class test, that will be your internal information, and that will be belongs to the faculty. The sensitive information might be your salary information, and that will be known to the limited user. Your HR might be knowing it, your manager who has hired you, and the individual, they might knowing it. And the restricted information, this belongs to only the principal or the higher authority. So these are some set of examples I have put here. Now we are discussing here two things, data and the information. So these are two different terms. Do not mix them. So when we are talking about the data, it means the term of the data, it doesn't have any meaning. The big data, when we're talking about the big data, what actually they are doing in big data, we have lots of data. It is not related to anyone. It doesn't have any characteristic which can help anybody to identify the individual or identify some kind of meaning from the information. So that is the data. When we are talking about the information, it is very organized, structured, and it will have some meaning. Suppose I'm giving you an example, like tomorrow I will attend session on data privacy. That's become a data. When I'm saying tomorrow I will attend session on data privacy at 4 p.m. that has been arranged by Agnes College, then that will become an information. It has all the values. Data is like, it has the random, somebody's name, some another one address. When we are talking about the information, it will have all the information like, my name is Kirti, my surname is Ahirwar, I live in Mangaluru. That will be structure. So that will come under the information. Moving on to the examples of the information. So name, address, phone number, these are the examples of the information. So whenever you suppose if anybody get access to your phone number and your name, what they can do, what the one can do if they have access to your name and phone number. Okay, so what is happening nowadays, if anybody has your name and phone number, they will call you and they will say, ma'am, sir, we have offer on the personal loan, on the policy, can you please buy it? some of the callers, they might be legitimate, but most of the callers, they are fake. They'll just call you and they will say, you buy this, you buy that, we have offers. So if you feel I'm getting this call or this information at free of cost, they will say, we will not charge you for this, you just need to share your KYC document, we will credit amount or we'll give you this policy on your name. So remember, always remember, nothing is free in this world. Whenever you are getting something free, it means you are the product. People are selling your data to others. Whenever you register to online platform, you'll give your name, your phone number, your hobbies, field. You'll say, I'm to just giving my information, nothing will happen, I'll get access to that website. Some of the website, they'll just say, you need to only register it, we'll give you 1,000 rupees product in 100 rupees or 1 rupees. What does it mean? From where they are earning the money? They are taking your personal information and they are selling it, and then they are utilizing it. It means you are not getting it free of cost. You are the product and your information is getting sold. So these are the very crucial information, and you should not share with other people unnecessarily. Then the other example is like your date of birth, your signature, your email address. What happens if anybody has your date of birth? They can change, can make changes to your NPS account. When you log into your NPS account, suppose you might have given PAN number to uh, 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 any of the you can share with any of the party when you are looking for the personal loan, you're looking for the credit card, they'll say, sir and ma'am, please share your PAN number. If they have your PAN number,
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but your voice is breaking. The audio is not clear. Ma'am, your voice is breaking. The audio is not clear. We can see the presentation though.
Then also, if they have, you can make changes into your account and they can get into.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me now?
Hello? Hello,
Yeah,
ma'am.
now we can
Now
hear
is it
you,
fine?
but in between the audio was breaking. We couldn't hear you.
Hello?
We are not able to hear you, ma'am.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. So, moving on to another information like password. What if your password get disclosed to other? Most of the time we'll keep the same password for each and every account, whether it is for our Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, our net banking password. So if one password is getting hacked, your entire accounts will get hacked. So always keep a different password for different account. For financial purpose, use the different password. For your social networking, kindly use the different password. And for the ATMs also, if we have 3 ATM, we'll keep the same password for each and every card. So do not use same type of password. So, and do not share your password with anyone. So these are the information which can impact you a lot. Moving in on to the next information is like financial information, your bank card, debit card, credit card, and other payment instrument. So I'll give you one example. So I applied for personal loan. So suppose I applied for the personal loan from ABC Bank, and they will ask to share your personal information. They will request for a few KYC document like your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, and your bank statement. Everything they will ask you. So I shared that information. I got the loan also. And after that, what happened, I started getting call from different people. They will like, ma'am, you are looking for the personal loan, this much salary you are getting, we have good offer, this much amount you can get. So what happens, when I shared my information with ABC Bank, they have given my information for the KYC verification to the other third party. Okay, because now what is happening, these most of the organizations, they will use vendor for different services. So suppose ICICI, SBI, they are the bank, but if they want to do verification, they will hire a third party and they'll say, these are our customer, if KYC wants to, you'll do it for us. So when they will share my information with KYC team, there might be a chances that KYC team, they have sold out my information, and then I started receiving a call. One more example I'll give you. It happens with me during lockdown. So I was, as usual, cooking, and I received a one call, and that person, he was telling me that, ma'am, you was working with Infosys, and this is your name, this is your account detail. And Infosys had opened one insurance account for you, and that account is getting matured. You will receive around 50,000 rupees. Then I was like, no, I cannot trust you, because so many frauds are going on. Why I will trust you? Then he was like, yes ma'am, I can understand your situation. Yes, this is happening, but I'm not asking you to share your share OTP or your password. I'm just telling you, you were receiving this much salary, out of this much were getting deducted. For some time, being in security, I got trapped, and I believed that guy. I was like, okay, he's right, he's not asking me to share the OTP. I was like, okay, then what I can do to get my amount? Then he was like, okay ma'am, I'll share you one policy number with you, and then I forward this call to my manager. He will talk to you, and he will let you know how can withdraw your money. And I said, okay. Then he has given me one policy number, but still I had a doubt. So what I did, I searched that, I kept him on mute, and I searched that policy number on Google. Simply I put the policy number and searched it. Then I get to know that the on this from this policy number, people will call you and they will share you the uh, information saying that we are calling from this and that, this much salary you were getting, and we will give you the amount.
Excuse me, ma'am, your voice is breaking again.
Then I got
No, the audio is breaking.
okay, he's playing smart with me.
Ma'am, you're not audible. Excuse me, ma'am, your voice is not clear. It is breaking. The audio is breaking.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I joined from my mobile. I don't know why it is happening. Every
Yeah.
day I do work from home only, but I don't know what is
Okay.
happening. Yeah. So we were discussing about this example when that guy called me and he was asking me to share the password which I received on my mobile. Then I was like, I know you are putting me into a trap, but I'm not gonna share my OTP with you. So how that guy actually got my information? So when actually when I was in Infosys, I opened my account and I applied for the credit card. So when you are applying for the credit card, they will ask you to share your civil score or your bank statement. So that is how he got to know that what is my salary breakup, how much I am earning, and how it is going. And he might thought I'm new to this company and I might not knowing how company deducts and all this stuff. So that is why he spoke like this. But if anybody is not aware of this thing, they can get trapped into all this stuff. So please be sure while you're sharing your information, whenever you share any of your document, either for the SIM card or to buying any credit card or anything, whenever you are sharing your personal document, please do sign over it, and do below your sign write the purpose why are you sharing your information, whether it's for buying the SIM card, for your KYC verification, or for anything. Always write the purpose. Then moving on to the physical or mental health condition, or your sexual orientation. So these are our personal information. In foreign or in US, they have the specific law called something like HIPAA or healthcare law, where sharing your personal information with anyone is illegal and it is not allowed. But in India, if any celebrity got any type of disease, that will be the breaking news. This person had got cancer, they went to US for this surgery, that surgery. In India, it is not at all private, but these are our personal information. Like your sexual orientation, what happen if somebody wants to change their gender? It is very much common. People, girl is getting converted into boys, boys are getting converted into girls. So what happens, if somebody gets to know that, okay, this so and so person wants to do a surgery, they can call and they can say, actually it is charging 3 lakhs outside, but we can make your operation in 1.5. So this type of trap can happen when your sexual health is getting publicized and knowing to other people. I'll give you one severe example. You guys might have using your health band like MI band or other type of bands, correct? So what happened when you buy a band, you'll just, as far as I know, people wants to check how many calories they have burned, how many steps they have taken on a daily basis. These are our few generic needs. But when you registered or take a AMI band, what all information they have collect? They'll collect your call information, your messages, your photographs, and your BP, your blood pressure, how much temperature is there, whether you have fever or not, and everything they will take. And the MI server is in China. Okay, it is not at all in India. Your information is going to China. What they can do with that information? They can make another virus like corona, because we all know, compared to other countries, coronavirus has not impacted us that much like it happens in US and Italy, Spain. It doesn't impacted us. So they can make a virus which will suits to Indian citizens, according to our weather. They can make a virus because they have all our health information, everything they have, where we are living, how much we are walking, how is our body temperature. They can make it, they can utilize it. So this is very much sensitive and crucial. Not even internally, hacker can be from outside of the world. If when we are going to the hospital, they are putting our information in online platform through their servers. We never know how they are securing it. If somebody will hack into it, they can do anything. I'll give you another example from the US. There was one hospital and they had the maternity ward. So that ward information is got leaked from their system. And what happened, the parents of newborn baby, they bombarded with lots of emails. And they were asking to register for the insurance policy. In foreign, whenever any disease is happening, they will have their insurance policy and they will utilize it, utilize for their medicational purpose. So some of the calls was genuine and lots of calls were fake. So they lost amount in millions and billions. So it can cause this much to you whenever you are because I got married last year. So when I registered for my marriage, I updated my status. I started getting call from the different insurance company or other banks also. You can take a loan for your home loan, you can take a car loan. Recently you got married, few insurance company called me, we can help you out with the insurance with your husband and all. So from where they are getting this information? When I'm putting into public platform, that is where the information is getting leaked. Similarly, biometrics. biometrics is very much crucial for each one of us. You might be having biometrics in your school and colleges where you registered your attendance. Please go and ask your management where actually your data is getting stored. And we are putting biometric or fingerprint in our mobile also, so that respective company is storing our information. What happens if your biometrics data is get hacked? They can use it to made modification into your Aadhaar card, because your Aadhaar card you can open with your biometrics, you can make changes into it. Internet things is coming up. What is Internet of Things? You can do anything and online. You might have seen the advertisement where that guy was while leaving from the office, he used to call, hey Alexa, I'm reaching home, please switch on the AC, I want this much warm water to take a bath. These are the Internet of Things. And most of the people, they are putting biometrics into their locker in your houses. What can happen with, if you are they can hack your biometric, your fingerprint, and make a clone of it. They can enter into your house, they can take your essentials, your money, anything. Or if somebody has a criminal mind and they want to kill you, they can make a changes into your lock. They can make changes into your AC temperature. They can make a change into your geyser water temperature. You'll switch on the shower and you can burn. Anything can be happen. And if you see the Savdhan India, these type of cases are actually happening. This is not like I'm putting these examples from imagination world. These are the real examples and these are actually happening. So do not share your biometric anywhere unnecessarily. Like you might have seen few applications where they will say scan your hand, I'll tell you your future. No need to see your future. You'll gonna enjoy it. So please be cautious about it. So these are the two category. This comes under the personal information, sensitive personal information, and this category has been defined in Information Technology Act. Okay. So personal information from which when you can identify to the individual, and the sensitive personal information which can impact or harm to anybody. This is how they have defined, but this can also cause harm to anyone, this information. But this is how they have defined in the IT Act, so I have taken from there. Now moving on to the information life cycle. So how this information is actually moving from one point to another point, how your information is getting collected, how people are utilizing it, sharing it, and performing operations into it. So this is the information life cycle. Okay, so first your information is getting collected, it is getting used, then disclosed, retained, and delete. I'll give you an example. Like when you went to the bank, you said I want to open the saving accounts, or the post office or bank, anywhere. They'll say, okay, we'll open your account, we need these many documents, please fill up this form. You'll fill all your information, your name, address, your date of birth, everything, and they will ask you to attach n number of document, starting from your 10th class mark sheet to everything. Each and every possible way they'll collect your information. So that comes under the collection of the information. Then use, you have requested to open the saving account, so that's where your information is getting used, where you will make a transaction, they will create an account for you. Then disclosure of the information, they might get disclose your information to other party. Like you'll use that bank application, like SBI has YONO, ICICI have their own has their own applications. So that might be hosted by some third party. So that's where your information is getting disclosed. Retain, till the time you will have your association with them, they will retain your information, whatever they have collected. After that also, from 3 to 10 or 15 years, depending on their policy, they will keep your information. And post that, they will delete it or anonymize it or encrypt it, mask it, or then they will keep it. But most of the cases, I have never seen somebody has deleting the information. They will convert into in a different form, and they will store it. What happens if that server is getting hacked? Your entire data will be in public domain. Okay, now we'll discuss the case study here of the Google, where I'll show you how Google is basically collecting your data, how they are using it and storing it. So I'll move on to the Google policy page. Ma'am, I'm just sharing it. I don't know why it is not responding. Just give me a moment. I'm sharing it. Hello? Can you guys see my screen? Hello?
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you. So here we will discuss what all information is Google basically collecting, how it is using and storing our information. So when you go to the privacy policy of the Google, they will mention you what all information they can they are collecting. So I'll try to open this video if it is working, else I'll go through the wordings of this policy. Okay, I don't think it will work. Okay, so they are collecting your information when you are creating the account on Google. They'll collect your information like your name, your phone number, whatever email you will create over here there. These all information they'll collect. Okay, if you do not have Google account on it, they will install a unique identifier to your browser and application, and from there they will collect all the information, what all activity you are doing, what is your browsing history, where you are going, how you are going, everything, because you'll message someone, you'll share your pictures via messages, or either you'll email you or the other application you'll use. They'll monitor each and everything. So these all personal information the Google is collecting and storing in their server. So basically, what is the reason for that they'll collect our information? They will collect all our information and they will share with other parties for business purposes. You might have noticed whenever you are looking for anything, either on Amazon, Flipkart, or you are just Googling it saying that I need a new pair of shoes. Next day itself or after some time, so if you'll check, all your news feed will be related to the shoe. Or if you want to lose a weight, or if you will check how can I lose weight, I want to reduce my tummy or my thighs, the similar type of advertisement you'll get over there. So these all information Google is basically collecting. This is only about the Google, but other website also collect the information. Okay, so why Google collects the information? Here they have explained very beautifully why we are collecting it. We use the information we collect from our services for the following purpose, and they have defined all the services over here. So they are telling maintain and improve our services. So basically, whenever what type of page you are liking, what type of search you are performing, according to that they will share your information with respective parties. They will share your information, and then the same type of advertisement come for you, and you will get greedy and you will say, okay, it is coming again and again, even though you do not want to purchase for this month, but advertisement is like very much tempting for you, and you will pray for it and you will just buy the product. So what is happening, they have collected all the logs and they have shared with third party without your permission. And I'll tell you how actually they are taking consent from you in a very beautiful way. You will not even realize I'm giving permission for all this stuff. And develop new services, what type of search you are making, according to that they'll create the services. Basically they'll increase the demand of their product itself. Okay, and I'll show you sharing your information. Okay, so where all whatever information is Google is collecting, Google is sharing our information with other third parties. Like I told you, once they collect all our information, what we are doing, what we are looking for, and then accordingly they will share with third party. If you are looking for the new house, okay, you'll search for the new house, you'll Google it, they'll collect all your logs, and they will send your information to the broker who is actually selling the property. You might be thinking like, okay, this is helpful only now, I'm looking for some product, Google is doing all the research for me and giving me all shortlisted product. This is beneficial for me. But what if nothing is secure? Okay, nobody is telling our database is 100% secure. What if their server get hacked or leaked? What all information they have, it will be available to everyone, and anybody can utilize it. I'll give you one example. Okay, so there was one guy, he was in raw agency. So he killed one terrorist. So that terrorist group, they started following that officer, raw agency officer, and they thought, he killed our friend, we will kill him. Then the raw agency team, they told him, these terrorists are looking for you, that group, better you'll go on a vacation and hide yourself. Okay, he went on the vacation. He has deactivated, he has not shared anything on public network or anything. But what his wife did, what his wife did, she has posted one picture on the internet and tagged him. Those people, they stalk that guy news feed and get to know that, okay, he's enjoying on that beach, let's go. They went there and then they killed. So this can be happen, and this is the real example. And this is what happened with one of that raw agent. So be very much careful while sharing your information. Anything can be leaked. See, in this scenario, she has tagged, so that was publicly available. But when they are collecting your photos, your biometrics, your personal information, your bank account is linked to your email ID, so anything can be happen, and your data will be available to anyone. So this is how, even though they are sharing and they are telling we are making useful for you and more happening for you, but this is how they are sharing. When they will say, when Google share your information, we do not share personal information with companies, organization, or individual outside of Google, except the following cases: with your consent. So whenever you will download your WhatsApp or Facebook, there is one pop-up come up with the option called accept terms and conditions. Okay, so when you click there, they are taking consent from you. Okay, so you are the one who is giving permission them to share your data limitlessly with anyone. Okay, and they are playing very smart. Okay, as per the rule, they have to take our consent, but they'll put everything in a one block itself, and they'll say you have to click on I agree. Either you click it, or you are free to leave this app, or you cannot use our services. This is what WhatsApp is doing. What they are saying to us: you click on our latest policy, click on I agree, or you are free to use any other app. You do not need to use WhatsApp anymore. If you read WhatsApp policy, you'll get to know that what all information they are collecting from you, what messages you will send. Sometimes we will send our account detail, our account number with our password. That all is getting stored into WhatsApp database. Or if you're using any type of messenger, their database, what if their database is get hacked? You guys might have heard about the PayPal breach, where lots of card detail has been compromised, and customers, they lost their money. So these not are fake news, these all are real news. If you will Google it, you'll get to know that how people can use your small information. If it is your phone number, your biometric, anything they can be used, your retina, when you are putting face ID on your mobile phone. And they are telling keeping your information secure. Yes, they are telling they are keeping our information secure, but as I told you, nothing is 100% secure. When the organization are releasing the new software, there is always one vulnerability, or I'm just telling you one, but there are vulnerabilities in that particular software. What they will do, other day they will release the new patch to fix that vulnerability. That is how business is running. Okay, because nobody wants to fix everything in a one go. Everybody wants to do a business, everybody wants to earn money. So these are the tactics. And the next thing is exporting and deleting. First we will discuss retention of your information. So just a moment. Okay, so these all information Google is collecting, and you can see the Facebook policies also, what all information they are collecting. Amazon, Flipkart, they have defined it, and they are defined all these things in a very beautiful way. You might have received the WhatsApp status. Nowadays we are using end-to-end encryption, we are not sharing your details. But when you read these terms and condition into details, there will be like n number of clauses where you'll get to know how smartly they are sharing your information. Okay, they might have mentioned that we have end-to-end encryption, but nothing is 100% sure, as I told you. And it can be available to anyone, and any attacker or other states attacker, they can utilize your information for other purposes. Or okay, so then I'll talk about the retention of the information. So whenever they are collecting our information, they are retaining information for, I mean, there is no limit. They will say after 3 months or 90 days, 60 days, we will remove your information if you are removing. But they will keep our information into backup, and they'll say they will encrypt it and they'll keep it. They are keeping it securely. But why they need to keep our information? But when you do not want to use their services, they should delete it, but they are keeping it. And when you click on I agree, you have given all your permission to keep your information and share your information with other party. So this was the example or the case study which I would thought of sharing with you. Google privacy policy. You can look into the Facebook policy as well, and WhatsApp policy. They have same kind of clauses which will help you to understand more. Okay, so we have done with our case study. This was the one meme I come across yesterday, and I thought of sharing with you. So, ordering pizza in 2021, caller is telling, "Is this Pizza Hut?" Then Google answered, "No, sir, it's Google Pizza." Sorry, I have dialed wrong number. That the caller had responded, and then Google replied, "No, sir, Google bought Pizza Hut last month." Then caller told, I would like to order a pizza. Then Google itself told, do you want your usual, sir? Then caller was like, oh, my usual, you know me. Then Google told, your last 12 order shows extra large pizza with cheese, sausages on thick crust. So they are collecting all your information. You can see how it is moving. They bought it, and then what is his pattern, what exactly he is eating, that is what they have told. Then caller was like, super, that's what I will have. Then Google was like, sir, may suggest would gluten free veg pizza. Then he was like, no, I don't want veg pizza. Your cholesterol is not good, sir, Google told. Then caller was like, how the hell do you know that? Then Google was like, we have access to your medical records. Then caller was like, but I don't want your veg pizza, I have taken the medication. It means the Google has that personal information, what is he is eating, what is his medical history. Then he was like, I'm taking the precaution regularly, and I have taken tablets also from the pharmacy. Then Google was like, no, we cannot see any transaction from your credit card. Then caller was like, I paid in cash. But Google told, but we have not seen you withdraw any amount from the bank. Then caller was like, what the hell, man, I'm going on an island to live without internet or social media. Then Google was like, I can understand, but your passport is getting expired. This is, we can take it in a funny way, but this is the reality. I mean, the amount of data we are sharing, and the way we are connecting with to the internet or social world, this is what happening, and our privacy is getting breached over here. Okay. So this just memes, but I thought I got to know that yesterday, because I was looking for the privacy thing. So that is what appeared into my timeline. So you can see and realize how they are tracking, because whenever me and my husband will talk about on any topic, the next day itself or after some time, I'll get similar kind of post over there. So so now do not get scared, like we cannot do anything over the internet, we just disconnect the internet and live it inside the room or something like that. No, we can protect ourselves from here. Like see, there are multiple problems, but solution is same. It is very much simple. Whenever you are sharing your document, always write your purpose, how it is getting shared. And whenever you are creating any account over any application or any social media account, you create your account something like that, related to that application itself. You keep the username. If you are using AYC application or Big Basket, for that matter, you just write Kirti Big Basket. So if your data is getting hacked, you'll get to know that from here your data is get breached. And we have laws and regulation where we can catch these attackers. It is, nothing is like impossible. We have everything. If somebody is getting into a trap, we can register for it. So how we can protect the data technically, like I told you, data privacy is moreover like the legal side of the information, and the data protection is like how we are protecting it. So you can use the encryption, network security, access control, like I told you, the classification of the information, and these SIEM solution we will put into it. Access control, CCTV cameras we will put firewall. So these all things coming into the data protection. So this entire in FDP program, we will discuss the different ways how you can protect the information. But at higher level, there are some controls which can save you to protecting your information. Coming at the personal level, because it is everybody responsibility to protect their information. See, if I'm sharing the information, it doesn't mean government will save me. Okay, you are sharing information, you are giving consent, then you will be responsible for it, because nobody will take your responsibility. If amount is getting deducted from your account, you will be the one who will face the consequences. So whenever you are posting anything over the social media, make sure it is not available to everyone. Always check your privacy setting. Do not put unnecessarily thing on the social media. Before sharing anything to anyone, think twice. Do not talk with unknown people on social media. They will say, are you sometimes you might get messages on your mobile phone, are you getting bored, you are alone, you can talk with me. You feel okay, I'm going and talking with it, with the girl or boy, and at the end of the day they will take you in their trap, and they will, and you will end it up paying some amount or money to them. Okay, so this is how things are moving and happening. So be sure and maintain your privacy, because it is in your hand up to some extent. But in most of the cases, it is in government hand also. So government is working on it, and they are in process of creating and launching a data privacy act, but now it is a bill. So yes, they are working on it. We'll see how much time it will take, because if any data, if Facebook is collecting, Instagram or Google is collecting, Zoom is collecting, and this Google Meet is collecting, there should be some laws and regulation where a government will sign the contract how much you can utilize our citizens data on the public forum, or how they can utilize. There should be some rules and regulation, and the government is working on it. We'll see how it works. So we have few rules and regulation and acts for now. So this is the Data Protection Act, this is for UK, and this is General Data Protection Regulation for European country. GDPR has changed the perception of data privacy completely in this entire world, because this is the first regulation that has created the impact, and everybody started talking about the privacy. Before that, nobody spoke about it. So according to GDPR, if our data is getting collected, how our data is getting used, if I want to delete my data from the respective account, there should be user consent. Then the organization played very smartly. They put all the clauses in one para, and they have given you only one option: I agree. If you want to use, click on I agree, otherwise go. So when you click on I agree, you have given your consent. So and GDPR talks about the children privacy also. So if any children before 13 year, their parenting consent is required to use the internet. If your kids, they are using your YouTube, your Google, then there is a clause where parents has to give approval, then only their kids can use. So if you have a small kids or your cousins, your siblings, anyone, make sure you log in with your account to their mobile if they are very young, because we never know what type of data will pop up in front of them. Okay, so if they are watching any type of video, check the history, what all they have watched, what type of videos are coming, what type of content it is coming. Because in today's world, the artificial intelligence is growing. Or you can watch one movie also. There is one movie on Netflix like Social Distancing, as far as I remember. If you watch that movie, how the social media is working and creating influence to the other people. If you are depressed, and if you are looking for something related to depression, same type of news feed you will get. What will see, if you are mature enough, you will understand this is bullshit and we should ignore it. But in some cases, if there is a kid, they are unable to understand the thing, the same kind of news feed they will get again and again, and they will think the entire world is thinking in a such a way, and the entire world is like that. So it is getting very much difficult for our upcoming generation, that their mentality will not get changed. They will feel this is normal, this is how people are doing. So always, whenever your kids or anybody is using social media, or this online classes has been started, some of the teachers, they are putting videos on YouTube. So what of videos are coming into suggestion, what your kids are doing, please monitor that. Then this what I told you, personal data protection bill 2019, it is in process. Maybe soon we will have that bill, and we will get some privacy from there. We have few sections in IT Act also, that is 43A of IT Act, which talks about the compensation of failure to protect information. If you are sharing your information with any of the party, like you bought or you joined the organization, any other school or colleges, and they signed the code of conduct, they have taken your personal information, and they are failure to protect your information. Suppose from their database your data got leaked, then you can register a complaint and you can get the compensation under this section. Okay. And the penalty of the breach of confidential and privacy, if anybody is sharing your personal information without your consent, they have not informed you, and they have shared your information with XYZ party, then you can register complaint under this section. Then 72A, punishment for disclosure of information in breach of lawful contract. This is also the similar kind of section. So these are the few sections in the IT Act which will help you out if you are facing any kind of issue. Then there is a one rule. I told you I have taken the information, personal and sensitive personal information from IT Act. So this is the rule from where I have taken this information. Reasonable security practices and procedure and sensitive personal data or information, which has given you how the data controller means the person who is collecting your data or entity is collecting your data. Processor, who is processing or utilizing your information. Like I told you, you have given for the saving account, so they are there processing your information. So it has explained and given all the information. And this is the procedure and safeguard for interception, monitoring and description. This is basically for intermediary responsibility. We have next session on cyber law, so I will discuss more on this topic, how this section is regulate, and how this, if somebody's privacy is getting compromised, how you can report it and take legal action. We will discuss on this. So there is certification that you can do in data privacy that will help you to understand more on data security and data protection. So DSCI certified privacy professional, this is Indian entity. You can visit on this website, and you can get the necessary information whatever you are looking for. So thank you so much, guys. That is what about the session. And I'm really sorry, because of this network issue we have lots of interruption. In next session I will try to fix it. So if anybody has any question, please do ask. Hello, anybody have any question? They can post it in a group or unmute their self. Okay, I guess nobody has any question. Everybody has understood. Okay, then we'll connect at 2 o'clock, and I'll try to resolve all the issue which we had in this session. And thank you so much, guys, for joining it. We'll connect again. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Kirti Airwar.
Yeah.
So she'll be there for the next session again. So participants, if you have your questions regarding this session also, you can keep it ready and ask her in the next session. So the next session would be at the third session. That will be from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. and that would be on cyber law and IT. Again, that would be taken up by Ms. Kirti Ahirwar. So for now, participants, I have posted the link for the link, please. Who's asking me for link, please? I have posted the link, actually, the form to fill for the attendance, participants. Please do fill that form. Okay. So we take a break of half an hour and we come back at 2 p.m. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.